Hey guys, this is the another video tutorial of Windows system programming. In this tutorial we'll see how to create named pipe. So in last tutorial we have seen how to create the anonymous or unnamed pipe. So basically named pipe is an extension of traditional pipe. So there are certain advantages over anonymous pipe. Named pipe is a bidirectional or unidirectional or full duplex. Simultaneously we can perform read and write operation. Named pipe is used over the network, but anonymous pipe cannot use over the network. So this is the advantages. So basically here from the one end means a end I'm performing the read operation, only read operation, and from the another end I'm performing only write operation. So it it behaves like a half duplex or unidirectional, and simultaneously we are performing the read and write operation from both the end, so it becomes the full duplex. So here are the some programming steps how to follow. So first I'll use the create named pipe from the server side, because I have to create two separate programs for pipe, one for the client and one for the server. So from the server side I'll use 6 steps. First one is the create named pipe, then second one is that connect named pipe, third one is the write file or read file, fourth one is the flush file buffer, fifth one is the disconnect named pipe, and sixth is the last, we have to use close handle API function for that. Client side create file or call named pipe. So this in this tutorial I'll cover only create file, here the read and write file, and then close handle function. In another tutorial I'll cover how to use the call named pipe and transact named pipe. So check tutorial number 4 and 5 for create file, read file and write file. Also I have already provided this all the tutorial in my description box. Link of the all the tutorial in my description box, so you can check there. So let's get started. So first one is the create named pipe API function. So basically it create an instance of a named pipe. The return type of that function is the handle type, and it takes certain argument here. First argument is pipe name, second one is the how to open that pipe. So there here if you see here, see pipe name you have to write in this format. Open mode, so I'll use here pipe access duplex mode for that. Third argument is your pipe mode. So pipe mode if you see here, so we have to use here message type, and then here the some argument, another argument is like that we have to use. For I'll use pipe read mode, message and pipe wait. Next is the maximum instance. Whenever we are using the create named pipe, so we can create up to 255 instance for that. Next argument is output buffer size, so we have to provide the buffer size of the buffer, input buffer size and timeout. So timeout I'll use here if the value, see here, a value of 0 will result in a default timeout for 50 milliseconds, so I'll write here 0. And security attribute, so I'll put it here null. See the return value, if the function succeeds, the return value is handled to the server end of a named pipe instance. Otherwise it returns, if the function fails, then it returns the invalid handle value, and extended error information we can get from the get last error function. So So let's start our first coding. So here I have already write some function for that. I have written some function for that, read file and write file. So I am assuming that you are familiar with that. So first step is that create name type local variable we have to use for that. So I'm using the handle h named pipe as that input buffer. So input buffer size I'm writing 1023 for that. Output buffer, so sz output buffer same 1023 size, and we have to write size of that buffer. So d word and your buffer name. So here then same thing for the output buffer. So I'll copy and paste it here. So sz output buffer. So first part we have to use here. So I'm using the comments for the better understanding. So create name pipe equals to create name pipe. First argument is the pipe name. So pipe name we have to write in this format. Four forward slash, then pipe, and then you have to write your pipe name. So my named pipe. So this one is our name, because if you have seen in this tutorial, in this API, so we have to write, this is the syntax for that, for pipe. Next argument is the pipe open mode. So I'll write here pipe access duplex mode, means we have to perform simultaneously read and write operation for that. Then next argument is the pipe mode. So pipe, we have to create the pipe type message, pipe read mode message, and one for the pipe wait. Next argument is maximum instance. So pipe unlimited instance we have to create. So it will create default 255 instances for that. So here we have to, next is the output buffer size. So output buffer size we have to write from here, dw input buffer size, and then here I have to write the input buffer size. input buffer size. Then next is the timeout. So by default I'll put it here 0, and security attribute I'll keep it here null. So check the condition for that. If h create named pipe equals to invalid handle value, so that means pipe creation failed, and we can print get last error number with the get last error function. And named pipe creation failed and error number we can print, otherwise named pipes creation success. So control, so here success. Now second step is that we have to connect our named pipe. So connect named pipe API. So enable a named pipe server process to wait for a client process to connect to an instance of a named pipe. So basically it will connect to the server side. So the return type of that function is the bool, and it takes the named pipe handle and overlapped. This is the optional, so I'll keep it here null for that. So here we connect named pipe. This one is our second step. So we have to write we connect named pipe connect named pipe. First is we have to provide the handle. So create named pipe is our handle, and overlapped, so I'll keep it here null. So again check for the condition. We connect named pipe false. Then we have to connection failed and error number we can print with the help of get last error function. Otherwise connection success, like that. So two steps we have covered. So third step is that we have to perform the write operation. So WriteFile operation, you are familiar with that, I hope so. So WriteFile local variable, the return type of that function is bool type, and we have to provide the WriteFile buffer, and in that buffer I'm writing one string hello from named pipe server, and buffer size and how many number of bytes we have to write. So this one is the WriteFile operation, and after writing WriteFile, check the condition, and fourth step is flush the file buffer. Flush the file buffer flushes the buffer of a specified file, causes all buffer data to be written to a file. So the return type of that API is bool type, and we have to pass the handle for the pipe, means createPipe handle we have to pass it here. So same thing. Okay, so flush file buffer we have to write here, b flush file buffer. Now we have to exactly check here. So this one is our step 2, step 3 completed. Step 4, flush file buffer. We have to pass the handle, so create named pipe is the handle, and just close it for that. So next step, step number 6, is we have to perform the read file operation. Each and everything is same. So let's check for the condition for the flush file buffer. So message is flush file buffer failed, and error number we can print with the help of getLastError function. And now here check the condition for that. Flush file buffer success. Now read file operation, step number 5, and then sixth step is we have to disconnect the pipe. So disconnect API says that disconnect the server end of a named pipe instance from the client process. So return type of that function is bool type, and we have to pass the handle for the create named pipe, and return value is non-zero if the function succeed, otherwise 0. So I'm directly using disconnect named pipe, and we have to pass the handle for that, create named pipe. We can check the condition, but here I am not going to check the if condition because it will take time for that. And then last option is that we have to close the handle for that. So this was the program of server side. So first step is that we have to create the pipe. So I'll use here certain variable, local variable for that. Second step is that we have to connect the name pipe. Third step is that write file operation, then flush file buffer, then read. So here you can see here, first I have created the name pipe, then I have connected the name pipe, then write file, and then I flush the buffer, and then after that read file, then disconnect named pipe, and then close the handle for that. So I have already used the createfile program. So here I have two changes. So changes, we instead of writing the here the file path name, I'll write here the pipe name. So just copy that and pasting here. Rest of the things are same. So in client side we have to create the file, then read or write file operation, and at the last we have to use the close handle. If you are not familiar with that read file, write file and create file APIs, then you can check my tutorial number 4 and 5. I have already provided the link in my description box. So pipe, so basically I have created the one file, then after that a read file. So data reading I can write here from server, and then here our read file buffer name, and here the write file success, and then after that close handle. So we have done our coding. So write file and read file success, data reading from client is same. So I'm just compiling our code for the server. And this client side. So it's compiling. So okay, there is some error. So first we have to write our we have to run our server side application. So see here, named pipe creation success. So server started. Now it's time to run our client side. See here. Here the message. In server side we have first created the pipe, then connection success, then write file. So we have writing string here, hello from named pipe server. So it's reading at, at the client side. Then after that flush file buffer reading success means data reading from the client side. So it will print on server side. So this was the basic program of CreateNamedPipe API. So thanks for watching this video. Do hit comment, share and subscribe this channel.